Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, guys, I am so far behind. It is deer season here in West Tennessee. Bow season's already been in for a while, and muzzle loading, that's primitive firearms, you know, the old musket, if you will. That season opens up this weekend, and I am not prepared at all. I do got a bunch of tree stands out around the property, and I got most of those fastened down, but a lot of times I like to hunt out of pop-up blinds, especially when I've got guests, you know, little kids, or, you know, maybe Meredith will come out. I like to have them in a pop-up blind with me. It allows them to stay warmer, and allows them to not be seen by the deer because they can move around a little bit, you know, and the blind blocks it. Well, I don't have any of that ready, but what I do have is all my materials out. Now check this out. I went out yesterday trying to do this, and I had this huge pop-up blind that we use that everyone loves to hunt up because you can fully stand up in it. I know, Elvis, it's huge. Well, unfortunately, it was also old, and I went out yesterday and tried to get it set up in the field. Out there, deep in the woods, that side of the ridge, you can see the ridge foundations right there, the powerhouse, deep in the woods. That's where I kill a lot of deer back there. Well, this year I'm also gonna have one way back there, down in the bottoms. And of course, we'll also do one down by where Grandma Carol lives, over by the fields over there. But yesterday I was back in those woods trying to get that big pop-up blind up. And guys, it was falling apart. It was starting to rip on me. I was trying to get the poles pushed in place. I spent about an hour, I know, Elvis, an hour. I spent about an hour trying to get it, and eventually got so frustrated, I brought it over here, and I, this is what ended up becoming of that pop-up blind. You can see it. There's the poles, what's left of the poles right there. I know, Elvis, I was frustrated. Were you frustrated? Doesn't Elvis sound so much better? You are cock-a-doodle-doing. You got your feathers on your tail back. What was that all about? Well, goodness gracious there, Goldie. That's the three new chickens I got. You remember that? Sunset, Luna, and Spot. Or yeah, Sunset, Luna, and Spot. And of course, Elvis, Goldie, and Sylvia. They're doing just fine. Well, yeah, I punted on that one. So I got everything set up, and I ordered a new, really large one to go, pop-up blind to go up on the ridge up there. So that comes in from Bass Pro Cabela's. I'll get it set up. But today, we're gonna get this Rhino pop-up blind put out. This one's gonna go down by Grandma Carol's in the woods by the field. I've got this brand new one here. This is one of those 360 see-through ones. This is by Tideway. We're gonna get that one set up. I don't know how large it is. I'm actually gonna set it up right here first. You can see it. But you can actually see through the mesh material. Like this one, you can't see through this, right? That's just, you know, but that one, you can actually see completely through it. So I'm anxious to see what that looks like. And then I've got all these swivel chairs here. This was going to go in the big, actually Blackout is the brand of pop-up blind I bought to replace that big one. This is a huge chair. I got two more swivel chairs, and also in each pop-up blind I'll have a small tripod. Usually I let my guests sit in the big swivel chairs for comfort, and then I'll sit on these. Of course, while I'm out there, I'm sitting in comfort too, you know, by myself, you know. And then we also have these sight sticks. You can put your rifle on and get these are Uncle Sonny's. He's let me borrow those. He's gonna come out here and hunt a little bit with us too. But you can see how these pop-up blinds work. Pretty cool. I know you're excited for deer season, Elvis. I'm excited too. You can see my my injury from working over on Meredith's farm starting to heal pretty good. It's not big old scabbed up anymore. But let me go ahead and start putting this up. I'll let you watch me do that. I know you're gonna laugh at me. We'll get that up, and then we'll get these out in the woods. Today's rambling, work with the Ridge Life for deer season. Well, that was actually pretty easy to put up. I made it look funny trying to figure it out, but all you had to do is pop the sides out. One thing to note, this thing is huge. I was gonna put this one back down in the bottoms back there behind the camper. This thing is huge. This is bigger than that the Blackout I bought. This, I mean, you can compare the Rhino here. This one is small. That one is huge, 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 huge. Let's go inside and I'll show you how this 360 thing works. Get inside here. Whoa, you can actually see, you can see through the mesh. Look at that. Is that crazy cool or what? Of course, you can drop down the, you know, to see out, you know, if you want to stick your arrow out there or your, and it has these little slide things. This is not a paid sponsorship, guys. This is really cool though. This is definitely gonna be my main. I like how it's solid on the top, solid on the back, so you don't get any shadowing. This thing is amazing. I can't wait to get out. Actually, I'm gonna put it out there. It is the Tidewee. Comes with all the stakes and the ropes and everything. Super excited about this. Now that I got that out, I'm glad I put it together out here before I did it out there, because where I'm gonna do the smaller one, I'll show you in the end, or the new one, it would not have fit. This thing was 90 inches by 90 inches side to side on the pop out. That's crazy, 90 inches. I think the new one I got 76 by 76. Awesome, all right, so let me go ahead and break these down and take them out in the woods and we'll get them installed.
RidgeLife, rising from the Tennessee Ridge, 30 acres deep, past the city's bridge. Log walls climbing under open sky, building freedom where the hawks fly. Raised on rustic pride, heartland.
This nice area right here, clear of leaves and debris. I can't wait. This is a really good spot right here. Tons of deer gonna be crossed right through there. Let's see how easy it is to put up again. Where's the top at? Let's see if I can see the top. Told you do the top first. There we go, there's the top. There we go. Sorry about the noise on the mic there. Boom. Here we are. Get to see this in real time now. This thing is huge. There we are. All right. Put the back towards you. That's towards the ridge there. Back is the entryway. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Amazing. All right, let's get it staked down. Get the corner bottom stakes in the ground. I've got 3 of these. I'm just gonna pull the corners out, get everything nice and tight. Get the side tie downs. These are really important to keep the wind from blowing it away. There we go, get that in the ground nice and tight. Do the taut line. Taut line up. There we go, nice and tight. We got all the anchors in. Let's go ahead and get the chairs. Get everything nice and situated, nice and comfortable. Okay, little folding chair on the shooting stick. Here, come on in, let me show you what it looks like. All right, let's go on inside, see what we got. Okay, I got a folding chair for a guest. Of course, I'll sit there. If I've got people sitting here, I want to make sure they get one. This is a real huge swivel chair. I sit down in it and we can see what a view. What a view. What a view. Look at this. Super, super nice. And it's crazy how you can see through the mesh there. into the woods. So if deer walks up and I'm gonna have these windows open, I can still see them. I can stick my gun out here. What's really cool is slide these up and down and just make a slit if I want to. Very, very cool. I love it. Love it. Look at that. Oh, got the shooting stick right here, which I can adjust up and down. Guys, this is awesome. All right, we got this one all set up all the way around. Look at everything closed up. That looks so good. So camouflaged. Love it. Look at that. All right, so we got 2 more of these to set up. Of course, I only have 1 here today. I just got the other one on order. I almost kind of wish I would have ordered done one of these because these are amazing. I'm hoping that new blackout 360 is going to be nice too. But let's go ahead and go to the next location. And I'm actually going to show you where the 3rd location is, and it is a doozy.
Raised on rustic pride, heartland tools in hand, log home rising on Tennessee land. Off-grid dreams and hands in the dirt, every nail hammered with pride.
This area right here is the front bottoms by the big fields, right? The honeybees are right over there, Grandma Carol's house over there. And I got these big bottoms right here before it heads up to the ridge. Come up here. I've got to actually have an old wooden tree stand right here. Great for bow hunting because these bottom areas right here, just amazing. So what I think I'm gonna do is I got this ditch line that runs right through here. I'm gonna put the pop-up blind either there or right here so we can see this rolling bottoms area because they definitely come through here. There's a lot of bedding up there too. So let's make this happen.
This is RidgeLife, building strong and true, from a ridge to the world, just me and you. Freedom on 30 acres, homestead in our veins, living a rich life, where the heart remains.
All right, blind number 2 is set up. Again, we can see the view we've got. There's the field, the bees and everything. We can see we have a shooting lane right there, a nice open shooting lane. Grandma Carol's house is right there. So I got a shooting lane there and a shooting lane there. Do not shoot in that direction. Of course, I have a big giant pile of trees there. It's going to prevent any bullet from going through. But again, shooting lane, we would not shoot towards Grandma Carol's house. Little bottom right here, they cross over, go all the way through there, go on up towards the ridge. Now the other blind we put up is quarter mile that way, probably quarter mile that way, up the ridge. This is the bottoms, that is the ridge. The next one we're gonna do is on the bottoms on the other side. You can see that old bow hunting blind. Let's go ahead and get inside. This one is definitely not as nice as the other one. You can see we've got a swivel chair right here. I got a tripod chair, not as much room for sure. And then we look through, we got a nice view of the bottoms here. A bunch of poison ivy on that tree right there. No, I don't like that. And we can see right through there, yeah. Very, very nice. All right, so now, really before we can use these spots, we have to clear shooting lanes through the woods. You can see we got a down limb right there, a bunch of small little saplings and stuff that need to go out. That way we got good clear shooting lanes when they going through that thick stuff. We gotta do the same thing on the other one on top of the ridge. I think Uncle Sonny's gonna come out, have him sit inside the blind and direct me with a chainsaw to go start chopping down all the little things that are gonna be in our way for our shooting lanes. That's the plan. So let me go ahead and take you down to the 3rd pop-up blind location. This one I'm excited about.
Life streams roll with talking tales of pride. Freedom weekends where our spirits ride. Memphis fade in the rear, nature up ahead. Simple living, heavy guitars praise our day.
All right, this last position is down in the back bottoms. You know, the ridge is up there. That's where we did the first blind. Now we're gonna go behind the roosters, behind the chickens. What's up, Elvis? What's up, Elvis? Right here. Oh, right here's where we had the yellow jackets. Remember Remember the yellow jackets got me real good? Ooh, don't like them. That tree is still green. So apparently it didn't kill the tree all the way. Ooh, and isn't this sweet gum just beautiful? That sweet gum is gorgeous. Not as gorgeous as you ladies. Don't touch the fence, Tim. Don't touch the fence. Elvis, what do you have to say? What do you have to say, Elvis? Say cock-a-doodle-doo. A cock-a-doodle-doo. Can you say a cock-a-doodle-doo? Woo, he's feeling a lot better. I mean, he just looks a lot better. All right, so we're gonna go back into bottoms. There he is right there. Okay, let's get on back here. Guys, this is some crazy stuff back here. Look how this goes down. I don't know, the camera never, ever, ever does this justice. It does not. But we're gonna go back into bottoms. And you can see the ridge goes way on up there. Back this way. I got a deer trail that runs along this little ridge right here. It goes down there. I'm gonna take this one right here because this one's a little bit less steep than that one over there. And it's still pretty steep. Okay, now we're down. We can see that one right there. Look how well traveled that trail is right there up to the top. All right, let's walk on back. Looky there. So we got a gulch valley that runs that way, a gulch valley that runs that way. We're gonna go back deep in here. There's some scary stuff up under there now. Ooh. All right, let's walk on back. So you got all these little ridges, plateaus, and I got this odd formation right here, and I think it's perfect down here in the bottom. So we got this ridge right here that runs up to the ridge barn house build. We have that one, that's the one we came down. We got this one over here. And if you look right here in the very center of this open area, we've got another mound, and it's just a single mound. And if we get up here on top of this mound, we can see it's flat right here, and right in the center of that should be big enough for my new Blackout 360. And I come up here and I stand right here. Oh my gosh, there's the two valleys we just came from, right? There's another one right there, another one over there, another one over there, another one over there, and this is all flat bottoms area. Ooh, yeah. So I have to get out here, and I can see 80 yards through the woods here in some of these places. It's really nice. Now we'll have to get Uncle Sonny to get in the blind right here and point at some of the smaller saplings so I can have some good shooting lanes, like right through there, right through there, right through there. Yeah, right through here. I gotta do some cutting right there and right here, yeah. But guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is Ridge 101. Love every bit of this ridge. And love you guys so much for following me along on this journey. So I've got another thing I've got to really take care of this week, because I'm behind on it too. I'm behind on everything, aren't I? But I am in love, and I am in love. You know what love will do to you, right? But the bees, guys, I haven't got the honey off the bees. Is there any honey left? Are there any bees left? That's gonna be a crazy event. So I gotta get over there and check on the bees, and I'll bring an update for you on that. Of course, we gotta get that mini split installed, and I have been working with Honest Abe and Eco Panels on the subfloor construction, what my next steps are, and what I gotta do, what more materials I gotta get, you know, fasteners and all that. I got termite shield, sill plate, sill seal. I got all that. I got to get the bottom, the sill plate, the pressure treated sill plate out, all the 2x12s or 2x12 floor joists, and bottom header. Lots to do. I can't wait. I am really getting excited now, guys. Really getting excited. So hopefully you are too. If you are, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up on this video today. Like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. And make sure you hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. Can't wait to see Mur here again, can you? Ooh, she may help me this week too. Can't really tell you more. Can't really tell you more. So guys, love every single one of you. Until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo! Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, guys, wasp.